Welcome to The Mint Condition, the go-to destination for ambitious business owners striving for success in the digital world. We are the leading web development and marketing agency focused on one thing, and that is conversion. We're here to help you navigate the digital landscape, offering fresh insights, innovative solutions, and revealing the hidden hurdles found in web development and digital marketing that could be slowing down your growth. Today, we're diving into the world of web technologies and how staying ahead of the curve can give you a competitive advantage. While this content is primarily centered around how accounting firms can scale their business by staying at the forefront of digital strategies, this truly touches on every single business out there. Now, a few years ago, I was running my own web development agency as a solopreneur. The weight of every single task was on me completely. Now, while the business did well through referrals and the strategic partnerships we built, I didn't touch social media, didn't do any marketing, no content, no education whatsoever. So I was left feeling multiple feelings. I was busy as hell doing the work that made the company money, stressed that I also had to balance the sales efforts to bring new projects into the business, and completely uncertain about how to grow without the time and resources to dedicate what I knew I needed to do. Now, there is likely one difference between you and me. I knew what I needed to do. I just didn't have the time, the energy, or the effort to do those things. Now, on the customer side, I ran into consistent issues with clients not being educated, sales processes taking a long time due to them not being educated, and the phone just was not ringing. I was invisible. I had my core client base, but it stayed stagnant. Now, the first thing I want to touch on is your mindset, and specifically taking massive action. Now, you might have heard this phrase before, but what does it truly mean to take massive action? It's not just about working harder or working longer. It's honestly about stepping out of your comfort zone, taking calculated risks, and pushing your business to new heights. It's also about not settling for good enough, but striving for great instead. Taking massive action is crucial because it propels you forward at an accelerated pace. It challenges the status quo, it sparks creativity, and it leads to significant growth. It differentiates the leaders from the followers in the business world. It's the driving force behind every successful business you see today. Now, the biggest hurdle is knowing when you are actually taking massive action. It's really hard to know. Massive action for me may be different than it is for you. Now, here are some good ways to know if you are taking massive action or not. Let me ask you, are your friends asking you if you are ever going to take a break? Or when your last day off was, or telling you that you should take a day off? Are your clients or other colleagues in the same business saying things like, how do you have the time to do all that? Or, you must have a team of 20 to get all that work done. I just don't have the time to do all that. Let me ask you, are you getting haters? That's good. You need more haters in your life. They are evidence that you're pushing harder than ever. Now, we're all about working hard here, taking massive action to get the things we truly want in life and hitting our massive goals. It's same for me as well as all of our employees. Don't have massive goals? Well, there's a video we posted recently all about setting massive goals. I definitely recommend you make them for yourself because honestly, average doesn't pay off. Let's jump into your business now. You've gotten your head around the massive action thing. Let's talk about digital marketing strategy as it pertains to your company website. This is what will separate you from your competition and put you at a level you've never experienced before. First, let's jump into some metrics because metrics are incredibly important, and around here we love data. I'm sure you do too. Did you know that 75% of people believe that their first impression of any business comes from its website? What about the 91% of your potential customers visiting a business after interacting with your website? 97% of people learn about a local business online, and 48% say the number one way they decide on the credibility of a business is determined by the web design. Now that means the look and the feel of the website and how easy it is to use. So let me ask you, what are people seeing when they look up your business online? See, to us, your website is the front window into your business online, and with those statistics, it's clear people feel the same exact way. So let's dive right in. There are a few things to look out for to ensure the best experience online. Let's start with mobile optimization. Your website absolutely has to look awesome on mobile devices. There's no way around this. Looking at our accounting firm clients, we find that around 40 to 50% of your traffic comes from mobile. That means that your site needs to be built with mobile in mind and transition to a mobile view fluidly and still allow your future client the ability to find exactly what they need in the easiest way possible. Also, keeping mobile in mind, think about where people are when they're on their device. You know, they're out and about enjoying the beautiful weather, and guess what? No internet connection. Mobile speeds are getting faster every day, but you still need to ensure that your website loads quickly on mobile networks, because people will leave your site. This is crazy. People will leave your site if it doesn't load within 3 seconds. Now that means the moment they navigate to your website, as soon as it's loading, it needs to load completely in 3 seconds or less. And once it loads, if they don't find what they need within 5 seconds, they'll go to another site, which will be your competitors. Now, I bet you've done this yourself when browsing online as well. If that's not crazy enough, this leads us into the desktop version and mobile version of the site. It needs to look good and be well designed to guide your future client through your customer journey. I'll be touching on the customer journey heavily in future videos, so be sure to keep an eye out. This honestly could be an entire series. For now, let's look at the stats. 57% of your users and future clients will not recommend a business with a poorly designed website. Now you're probably wondering, how the heck could this be? Well, it's because a website directly correlates to the perceived value your future client has built up in their mind about your business. So a poorly designed website equates to a business that unfortunately just doesn't care. And as such, the value of their service goes down. Now, if the client actually calls you, you will find that they will share the same language on your sales call, saying things like, "Whoa, that's way too expensive. I don't have that kind of money. Really, that much? Is there any way you can do it cheaper?" Now, that's because your website didn't build up enough perceived value of your business. Think of your website as a store you are buying clothes at. Compare a Nordstrom rack to a Nordstrom. Then compare to Ross or Marshall's. Now, all these are great stores in their own right, but think about the price points of their products. Step into a Dollar Tree, a dollar store, or a 7-Eleven. Compare that experience with the one you'd have walking into Target. They offer all the same products, but I personally find myself walking into Target far more often than a Dollar Tree. In fact, I've never stepped into a Dollar Tree. I will spend 2 to 3 times as much just for the experience because the perceived value of shopping at Nordstrom or at Target is far higher. Your website is doing the same for your business. Do you want to be the outlet store to your competitor who is the luxury store? Do you want to be the Nordstrom rack to your competitor who's a Nordstrom? That doesn't make any sense. Now, I'd love to hop over to the content on your website. You have content, right? A content marketing approach is required to grow your firm. A great content strategy is writing quality blog posts on your website on a consistent basis. What I recommend is once a week. This is really important though. Make sure the content is solid. I can't repeat that enough. It needs to be solid content. Make sure that your content provides actual benefits to your target market. My rule of thumb is that your content must provide some sort of transformation for your reader for free. Now, the data proves that when people are educated by your content and experience a transformation due to your words, they'll trust your company more, which creates more leads. That's what we want, right? Did you know that firms that create more consistent blog posts generate 67% more leads? Now, I like to generate categories of content based on your different target personas and your services. Look at all the problems your target personas encounter on a daily or a monthly basis that your services ultimately solve. Now, write content that helps solve those issues. It's so simple. It's so easy. It just takes time. And that's why my first step up here was taking massive action, because that's what it's going to take to do all this. Most people are worried about doing this because they think that the customer will end up just doing it themselves, but guess what? That's just simply not true. Most don't have the time or the desire to solve their problems themselves. This is when they take their wallet out and pay someone to solve their problems for them. They only do this with people they trust though. Let's talk about what your website should actually be doing for your business. Does your website do anything right now, or is it simply just a placeholder that tells people your contact information and a location and a list of services that you offer? If that's all it does, you're doing it wrong, like completely wrong. Your website can be a lead generating machine if you build it to be. The content strategy is one of the first ways to accomplish this. A good content strategy brings people to your website and educates them. Now it's time to put a well-timed and well-placed offer in front of them. We call these calls to action. You're asking them to do something. There are plenty of calls to action to choose from. From the most basic level, you could place a message and button to give you a call if you'd like to learn more. You can guide them to more content to continue learning more, guiding their journey. This is the customer journey I was talking about. If they're reading an article about the 5 things to avoid when doing your books, the next post could be how to set up your chart of accounts in the best way possible to aid growth and data analysis. They flow right into each other. The most powerful thing you can do is to put the power into your hands by creating a lead magnet or a free offer. If you'd like me to cover lead magnets in more detail in the future, post in the comments below and we'll get that rolling for you. A lead magnet is another piece of quality content in the form of a PDF, a video, a mini course. Your viewer has to give their name, their email, and we recommend their phone number in order to get their hands on the lead magnet. The key here is that it has to be great content that actually provides a transformation for the reader. Taking this even deeper, the lead magnet should expand upon what they are already consuming. Let's take our bookkeeping example above. The lead magnet could be, your bookkeeping is keeping you from growing your business. Discover the 5 bookkeeping strategies that can and will scale your business. There's so much awesomeness that can occur after they give you their information in exchange for the lead magnet that it is honestly just too big for this video, but seriously, it's killer. We're talking full automated sales pipelines. We'll have more videos on that in the future, so always check back. Now, there are other lead generation strategies you should implement on your website, like pop-ups to also grab people's information in exchange for something awesome. That's the key point here. It has to be something good. The biggest issue I see most businesses doing with pop-ups and also their calls to action if they have one on their website is that they think people will sign up for a boring newsletter. You've seen them and you may even be implementing this yourself. It says sign up for my newsletter. Honestly, no one is going to do that. Whenever I see this on websites, I look at the conversion compared to the people who land on the site, and it's literally like 0.01% people opt in. Those are probably the people that would have already gone to your contact page to give you their information. So instead, put effort into the transformation and education you want to provide to your future clients. Put something in front of them that they'd be stupid to say no to. Help them grow through your advice without engaging your services. Now, I know, this might sound counterintuitive, but it will change everything for your business. Now, we've covered a lot of valuable insights today, but there's so much more to discover. This is why taking massive action is so important to scaling your accounting firm. The great thing here is that we're just scratching the surface. If you're anything like me, you want to move fast and grow. My entire team and I are here for you. Head over to mittenmedia.com/accounting firms to schedule a call with me to discuss how we can streamline this entire process and do this for you faster. Now, there you go. You literally just experienced a call to action. I'm asking you to do something. I could have put a lead magnet in front of you as well to expand your knowledge on this subject matter further and to dig deeper, but I actually feel that you'll get a lot more out of meeting with me personally and discussing what you've done, what you're doing, and walk away from that meeting with some clear ideas on how to scale that either you can implement or we can implement for you. We're a full marketing and web development agency with the sole intention of scaling your business through technology. The great part about all of this is I'm living proof that this is possible. I was right where you are, stressed out, too much work to be able to take on, and no doubt it's hard to take massive action at first, but it's like anything that's hard. You take that first step, then continue moving, and all of a sudden you realize you enjoy moving faster, you're doing bigger things, and moving the needle quicker. Beware though. When you commit to this path, you will discover new and bigger problems. This is a good thing though, because if your problems aren't changing, then you're in stagnation. Take this example. Instead of a lead gen problem, which is probably your problem now, your new problems will be figuring out how to handle the influx of new clients. Let me tell you, that's a growth problem right there. You will also lose friends and colleagues out over this. Now, this part sucks, but it's what's absolutely mandatory for growth. Some people love being average and honestly aren't willing to be around those who are extraordinary. And let me ask you, isn't that what you should be striving for every single day? Thank you so much for tuning into our episode today. This was a fun one because there's so much potential for you online. You just need to step out and grab it. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It truly does help us get our message out to more accounting firms and business owners, which to me is what this is all about, sharing what we know with the world so that they can experience the same benefits. I appreciate you for sticking it out to the end. That truly shows me that you are committed to your business and you're ready to scale. Do something extraordinary today and set yourself apart from your competition. Believe me, no one is doing this. It's your turn.